Now, I'm not one to gossip, but I will bring you the tea. Welcome to Chronicle Speaks.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
Look at you.
So your favorite couple, Kim and Kroy, seem to be in the news now more than they were when they had their TV show. Word on the curb is that the cops were called to their Georgia residence. They said Kroy was playing a game of keep away with some of Kim's items like jewelry and purses. Kroy was probably just trying to keep something of value because y'all remember Kim was ransacking the bank account trying to get cryptocurrency. And then we're going to talk about Miss Danileigh. Yesterday, Danileigh was drunker than a Cooter Brown going through the Miami streets, striking a moped victim, and then they said when the police got there, she didn't even know what happened. We are going to break these stories down and so much more, but before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any news regarding this tea and so much more. Now let's get back into it. The divorce with Kim and Kroy has just begun, but with everything happening in this divorce right now, it feels like it's been going on for years. It's the financial troubles with Kim spending everything in the bank account to infinity and beyond. Kroy happened to submit hair samples because Kim said he's in love with the ganja, and Kroy taking the kids away from Kim because Kroy thinks that Kim needs to be psychologically evaluated. Now the police have been called to the house, and it seems like the drama happening in the house might be the straw that broke the camel's back and led to the divorce filing in the first place. The couple who filed for divorce on May 8th had trouble on May 2nd and May 4th, and the police were called on both occasions. Now, on the second occasion, Kim accused Kroy of locking up her belongings and putting them in a safe. Now, when Kroy spoke to the responding officer, Kroy advised him that Kim attacked him and he had the audio to prove it. Kroy admitted that Kim punched him in the back of the head during an earlier altercation concerning the disputed property. Now, Kroy was unable to show any physical injuries. However, he did say that Kim put the paws on him and the audio that he had would be able to prove just that. Now, there was 4 young kids that belonged to the couple that was in the home once the police arrived, and the couple were going back and forth, yelling at each other. You did this, you did that, and the officers had to tell them, look, you guys have kids in the house. If y'all don't do nothing else, keep it cordial for the kids. Now, according to the report, when the police came out the second time, Kim was the one that called, and she stated that Kroy had locked up her belongings, meaning her designer purse, her jewelry, and also her passport. Now, she's saying that her belongings were worth $175. He locked them up in the basement safe of their home. Now, that was the second time police were called. The first time police were called, Kroy was the one that called him, and he called him on May 2nd at about 10 o'clock p.m. And he said that he was trying to use the shower in the master bathroom, and Kim refused to leave the bathroom. Now, Kroy was the one that greeted the police officers when they got there on the 2nd because, of course, he was the one that made the call. However, the two have 2 separate accounts of what happened. Of course, Kroy is saying that he was trying to use the shower, and Kim did not want to leave the bathroom. Kim is saying that she was in the bathroom making a phone call, and Kroy started shouting at her, telling her to leave. She was trying to leave out of the bathroom, and she said that Kroy blocked the door of the bathroom so she could not leave. And then Kroy allegedly started chest bumping her, making sure that she was unable to leave. Now, again, the couple is alleging that nothing happened that night as far as anything physical. However, that same night, Kim did attest to the police officers that it's been times that they would fight before, and Kroy has snatched her phone. The police let her know that if this ever happens again, make sure you let us know, and if nothing else, go to a neighbor's house. Now, Kim informed the police that she never wanted to put that media scrutiny on her relationship, so that's the reason why she never called the police before. However, the police did let Kroy know that if you ever in your life make it to where this woman cannot leave the house and cannot call the police, you will be charged. They also let them know that you guys need to separate for the night to make sure that things don't escalate even more. Now, Kim recently completed a mandatory course in Georgia called Navigating Family Change Seminar, which took place last Thursday. Now, that course was a 4-hour course that she had to take, and that course actually helps you with navigating your children through divorce. Now, Kroy completed a course on May 17th, which was a 4-hour course as well, and it was called Children in Between, and it was the online parent education for divorce and families. So they both took similar courses. Kroy took a different one, and he took his earlier. Kim just passed hers on Thursday. Now, it seems like both are definitely taking the necessary and mandatory routes to make sure that their kids are able to function properly during and after this divorce process. I just don't know when this mess is going to be over, but I've almost had enough of it. I don't know about y'all, but it just seems like this mess between Kim and Kroy, like I told y'all in my first video, it's not going to be over anytime soon, and it's getting pretty nasty. We're just going to have to pray for the kids. Now on to the next story, Miss Drunker Than a Cooter Brown, Danileigh. Now, when you think of Danileigh, you think about all of the drama that's been associated with her name the past couple of years, and with all of the drama attached to sis, you would think that she was in her late 30s, early 40s, not because of her looks, but because of the drama. However, she is only 28 years old, and she may have taken her drama to the level of Final Destination, because she is now in some pretty big trouble that could have ended fatal. Danileigh was cruising the streets of Miami yesterday morning at 2:00 a.m. in a gray Mercedes-Benz, but sis was allegedly drunk, and she ended up hitting a person on a moped. Now, when she hit this individual, this man and his moped traveled for about a block with her, unbeknownst to her. There were other people in other cars trying to tell her, hey, stop, and she didn't stop. A bystander was able to get the attention of a police officer, which was able to pull Danileigh over to get her to stop driving the car, and she then provided her license and registration. Now, the officer said that her motor skills were very sluggish, and the passenger that was in the car with her was highly intoxicated as well. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. She had somebody in the car with her, and neither one of them saw her hit somebody. Child, they was both on that tequila, and you know that tequila get you real loose. You don't remember nothing. Now, the officer asked her about hitting the motorist, and she said that never happened, and she also said that she did not consume any alcoholic beverages, although the tequila was found in her car. She failed that breathalyzer test with flying colors, having an alcohol level the first time they tested of 0.145 and the second time they tested of 0.148. Both were double the legal limit. Danileigh was cited for leaving the scene of the crash without rendering care, driving under the influence, and related property damage. Per the report, the unnamed victim sustained 2 non-life-threatening injuries, a kidney laceration, and a spinal fracture. Danileigh was taken to jail at 8:16 a.m. and she was let out at 11:45 a.m. on a $9,500 bond. Now, I do not have her next court date as of yet. However, these are felony charges and are very serious and could have led to this motorist being killed. So she does have to take this very seriously. We'll see how this ends up in court. Now what I need to do is hear from you. What do you think about everything going on in the world of Kroy Biermann and Kim Zolciak-biermann? And also, what do you think about what happened with Miss Danileigh being drunker than a Cooter Brown on the side of the road, not remembering what happened? Leave a comment, and you know how we do. We'll talk about it down below. Talk to you guys next time. Bye. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and hit that bell so you don't miss any of my new episodes.